Mr. Dingle? I've got a letter for Mr. Dingle. Well, do you know him or what?
I'll not take it if I think it's going to get him in trouble. Paul taxed him, man. Court order, out like that.
It's from a prison. He's written it on back.
Oh, that'll be from our Sam. Donald.
Right.
You lot'll have to wait.
Morning.
Morning. It's fresh tea in the pot.
Oh, cheers. I'm in need of some sustenance.
You sit down and rest. Did you get much sleep?
Not enough.
Hey, give them to me.
It's all right, Frank. I think I can manage, thanks.
You'd probably both find it more comfortable if you held them a little higher on your shoulder.
Dad, Rachel knows what's comfortable and what isn't.
Sorry. Just trying to pass on my vast experience of difficult babies.
There's some sort of party in their caravan last night.
Ah, something like that. Hey, but the good news is they spent a small fortune with us.
And the bad news is they kept me up, enjoying themselves.
Oh, weren't you ever young, Hal?
Yes, of course I was, but I had some sort of consideration for others.
Well, it seems to be all bills for you, Alan.
Yes, for utilities shared by us all, no doubt. Our original arrangement appears to have been forgotten. Does the phrase temporary accommodation mean anything to you two?
I think Uncle Al's got his grumpy head on this morning.
Did you not sleep well, Alan?
No, I did not. Thanks to your husband's cavalier attitude towards squatters. Biff and that caravan are to be gone by tonight, right?
The food is brilliant, and they all have a knife and fork each at meal times.
I feared this. He's going to come out of there a spoilt brat. They'll be not living with him.
As long as he comes out. He also goes on to add, one of the Screns remembers Uncle Ishmael and wishes to be remembered to him.
Screns?
Let's have a look. Screws. One of the Screws remembers Uncle Ish.
Apart from enjoying himself, does he say anything about his court appearance?
13th of July. And he reckons he did the Sugdens a favour.
How's he make that out?
Well, 'cause the police thought that they'd been kidnapped, the lad. Well, they kept up the pressure, like, to find him.
Our Sam were trying to get money with menaces. Don't make him out to be the hero now.
Hey, where's the family loyalty? Point is, lad were found and no harm were done. Our Sam were only trying to make us a few bob. Misguided, maybe.
I can see the fatted calf being killed for our prodigal Sam, and here's me plodding along and I never get out for it.
You have to do something to get rewarded.
But my bike.
You don't even need it anymore. Not now you've packed in school. At least see how much they give you for it. What's the place called?
Hot and Hot Rods.
Right, well, while you're there, you can see if they've got any part-time jobs going, can't you?
Yeah, but if I get a job, I'll need transport, won't I?
We need the cash now, Luke. If you get a job in Hotton, it's only a push-bike ride away, isn't it? I'm only trying to think of ways to raise cash. Honestly, I am.
I know. It's just a cracking bike. I've just got it running so smooth.
I'd like to think we were worth it. Me and your baby.
All right, I'll see what they'll offer me.
I've tried to create an old world charm without being too twee. No, you've done it. A place where tourists can relax, attract the local trade as well. And without being smug, I think this comes close. Oh, it's better than close. You've done a great job, Emma. I'm delighted. Thank you. Good. So, how much do I owe you? Oh, how does a whopping cream tea for two sound? Oh, come on, I'm being serious. So am I. It really didn't take me very long. Yes, but even so, I want to pay you properly. Well, I'm serious about the cream tea. But there is one thing you could do for me.
Oh, what's that?
Tell me where you got those earrings. They're lovely.
Oh, Hot Market, £4.
Good morning. Is it a convenient time?
Perfect. Come in.
Right.
Aren't you forgetting summit?
What?
Brass. I've been brought up to see cash up front.
I bet you have. It's all there, £1,200.
Been brought up to check and all. And the receipt?
In the envelope.
For £600.
As requested. Do you still want me to supply the reception booze?
Yep, that's about it. Will you be long?
I'll be out within 5 minutes.
Here.
It's not real, missus. It's part of my advertising campaign.
What are you talking about, Butch?
Come here.
Rat control?
Aye, it were in the papers. No matter where you are in this country, you never know more than 20 feet away from a rat.
Well, what will you do with the ones you catch?
Or burnt dead uns and salt livens to animal laboratory places.
Charming.
They've got to experiment on summit. And I'm doing a public service, which is why I reckon this advert should be free.
The only thing you get free in this shop, mate, is the air.
I'd do any rats that you had for half price.
Thank you. But if you want to put that in the window...
We're not having that in here, Vic.
Let me finish. If you want to put that in the window, it's £2 a week, minus that rat.
I heard it were only 20 pence a week.
Yeah, for postcards with items for sale. This sort of thing's at the discretion of the management, which is me. £2 a week, take it or leave it.
I don't have much choice, do I? I want a good place for it, though. And when I start making some money, I won't be bothering with Mickey Mouse outfits like this. I'll be advertising in the papers.
You don't honestly think I was flirting with her, do you?
From where I was standing, it's debatable.
She's just a client. It's the way I treat people. Anyway, it was your idea I did the job for her in the first place.
Looks like I'll have to be more careful about who I introduce you to in the future, doesn't it?
Anyway, I've never been one for blondes.
Oh, lovely.
There you go.
Great, thank you. Oh, I'll get it. Hello, Tate's Veterinary Surgery. Can I help you? It's Danny Weir. I'm afraid she's just gone out. Can I take a message? Right. Bye.
What did he want?
You, obviously. You gone off him?
I don't think I was ever on him, if you know what I mean.
Well, at least have a look at the place with me.
Well, what's the point? I bet we won't be able to afford to rent it anyway.
Turner wants us out. He said so often enough. He might give us a rise.
Oh, aye. And he might also stand up bar singing Star Spangled Banner wearing just his underpants.
Listen, I'm serious about this. We spent our whole married lives living in pubs. I think we should give ourselves a chance. It wouldn't be great just to walk away from work to our own little cottage.
Oh, yeah, and I know you. And after a week, you'll be fed up of not being able to just walk upstairs to bed after an heavy session.
Britt, I know what you've been through with your dad. Well, I love you. And I want to look after you. I think if we can rent Rachel's cottage, it'll be the best thing for us. I really do. At least have a look at it with me, yeah?
You mean it, don't you?
Of course I do.
All right. Can't do any harm looking, I suppose.
Something smells good. I walked into the wrong kitchen.
What a cheek!
Oh, that looks great. Is it for Annie's birthday?
No, she didn't want to fast. This is a safe journey back to Spain cake.
Spain, eh? I don't half admire, you know, flitting back and forth.
Well, she worries the life out of Jack cooking on her own over there.
Well, I suppose if she didn't think she could manage, she wouldn't go back.
Oh, Jack thinks she became dependent on Joe to look after her. But I said Annie has never been dependent on anybody, and you know that.
Well, she's 75. I mean, he's bound to worry. Has he never tried to persuade her to stay here with you?
Oh, yeah, I talked him out of that. He'd be doing her no favours persuading her back to this climate.
Oh, aye, you're right there. Costa del damp and windy.
Hiya, how'd you get on?
It's a slow bus back from Houghton.
Oh, great. How much did you get for it?
450. Not bad, really.
Why didn't you sell your helmet and all?
At least let me keep that. Hope someday I'll have another bike.
Of course you will. Listen, you do think it's worth it, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do.
Good. I've been making some money for us and all.
Oh, yeah? How's that, then?
I sold something from here. And since you haven't noticed, it don't matter, does it?
Tell me you haven't sold the grandfather clock.
Yep. Old and unreliable, you said so yourself. Your bike money will pay for Dolores' bridesmaid dress, and the clock money will go towards mine and some catering.
Tina, I have to get it back. Who'd you sell it to?
Luke, don't go putting an old clock over our wedding day. It's the most important day of our lives. And what does an old piece of wood and metal matter when it comes to our happiness?
Da-da-dan. What do you think, Cal?
Isn't it rather incongruous? Celebrating the loss of our largest colony?
Nah, it's just an excuse to push Yankee beer, silly cocktails and the Mexican snacks we've not been able to get rid of.
Yeah, we've still got a load of those Stars and Stripes hats left over from last year.
Yes, our fine professions reduced to gross commercialism. Our acknowledgement of the loss of America.
Oh, folk like all this, you know, it's an excuse to party.
Yes, I suppose so. All men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Upon such noble sentiments, a great nation was founded. And what is it now? Hamburgers, have a nice day, and the trial of O.J. Simpson.
Hey, do us a favour, Al. Have a drink and don't turn it into a wake for loss of empire.
Don't worry, I'll join in the spirit of things with our customers.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. And I'm sure you won't mind if we pop out for an hour this afternoon.
Not your afternoon off?
Yeah, no, we want to have a look at a cottage for rent. I'm sure you wouldn't mind if we slipped out for an hour.
Oh, really? Oh, yes, an hour's fine.
Hi, special offer on Yankee beer if you're interested.
Maybe tonight. I'll just settle for 2 orange juices and a spritzer, thanks.
All right. So why don't you want to talk to this Danny Weir, then? He's from a very wealthy family, from what I hear.
Well, that's the trouble. He thinks he's too good for the likes of me.
Then why is he phoning you?
I don't know. Maybe it's debutante's day off.
Maybe you've got him wrong.
Good, who's above?
Hi, gentlemen.
All right, Eric?
Yes, thank you, yeah. Large Scotch, please, Terry.
Sure.
Could have done with your help earlier. Dropped on a bargain grandfather clock that needed moving, but I managed.
Oh, sounds like I missed out on a few bob then.
Yes, I'm afraid so. But there's a few bob to be made next week and a nice little trip in the offing as well.
Go on.
Taking a van over to France to buy some cheap booze. Need 1 or 2 to help out, that's all.
Oh, no, it'll be more than my job and my manager's worth, Eric.
Well, if you say we're going to pick up some antiques, that's what I should be saying.
Might just get away with that.
Yeah, I fancy a bit of that myself.
Really? Well, I'll let you know, boy.
What do you think?
Perfect. Are you the landlord, mate?
Yes, I most certainly am.
What would it cost to slot my caravan next to the one on your car park for a couple of weeks?
Terry, you deal with this.
Luke, it were a clock. Think of it as a present passed down the generations of your dad's family to us. We needed the money and they gave it to us.
I'll be disowned.
If your family don't want to have out to do with you, me and the baby, then sod them.
£600.
Yeah.
I bet it was worth 5 times that.
Well, it were worth now, stood over there. Look at it like this. I reckon we're saving your mum and dad about 4 grand doing it as we are.
Hey, who'd have thought it, Cupcake? Me and you in a cottage with roses round door.
There is no roses round the door.
Well, I'll buy some. Come on.
Would you really think?
It's all right, isn't it?
Well, don't bowl me over with your enthusiasm.
Well, perhaps I've learned not to get my hopes up.
Hey, we're on to a winner here, I promise.
This is your local Pied Piper speaking. The Dingle Rat Control vehicle is now operating in your area.
It's a nice, peaceful village, isn't it?
There's no point in waiting to see the vet. She's fully booked.
There's no point in me seeing her. I haven't got an animal with me. I'm here to see you.
You're wasting your time.
I think you're worth it.
What do you want?
I want to take you out tonight, and I'm not leaving here until you say yes. Just say yes.
All right. You've worn me down. I'll meet you in the Woolpack at 8:30. How's that?
Great.
For detail of rat catching, call Dingle Direct or leave a message at Woolpack and we'll contact you.
I suppose you have to give him credit for trying.
Yeah. Got to give Eric Pollard full marks for enterprise as well.
Why? What's he up to?
He's nipping across to France next week to pick up a load of antique furniture. Offered me and Terry a free trip just to help out.
Paying you good wages, is he?
Well, not in a monetary sense, no.
You mean he's not giving you cash?
No, it's more in the form of experience, you know, education.
Oh. So it's just a fun trip?
Well, it depends how you look at it.
There's only one way to look at it. You're not going.
Well, I've already said I will.
Well, then you shouldn't have, should you? If anyone's going swan enough, it's going to be me. There's paperwork to be done, Vic. Get your mind on that.
Come on, give him to me. You look exhausted.
Yeah, try this. Used to work for you and Zoe.
Won't it upset his breastfeeding?
Of course it won't. It's only warm water with a bit of sugar in it. Here, try the bottle.
Doesn't want it.
I know what to do. Worked for you every time. Come on, little fella. I know what'll sort you out.
What are you going to do?
Take him for a drive. Works every time. I'll be back soon. You just enjoy the peace.
Now, what did I say about a fuss?
This is nothing to do with your birthday. This is a bon voyage meal.
Well, I don't care what it is, as long as we can get stuck in.
Go ahead. Did you have a nice day?
Oh, best days I can remember. And best company anybody could wish for.
Nice of you to say so. The feeling's mutual. Pity our Joe couldn't share it with us.
We caught a bus to Robblesfield, had a light snack, then moved on to Nidderdale for afternoon.
I've forgotten how beautiful it is.
Well, cheers.
Oh.
Cheers, Jack.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, come on, I think you're panicking a bit. It's only been an hour.
And 10 minutes. Hello? Kim?
Yeah, what's the matter?
Oh. I'm trying to get in touch with Frank. I thought he might have his phone with him.
He left it in the hall. What's the problem?
Joseph was crying, so Frank took him for a drive over an hour ago. Something must have happened.
Hang on, he didn't say how far he was going to drive. He could walk through the door at any minute.
I should never have let him take him. Frank's been looking shattered all day.
Rachel, it's only natural that you're concerned. There's no definite reason to worry.
It's not your baby he's got out there. He could have a heart attack or anything. I'm sorry.
Look, just sit down and stop panicking. Let me get us all a drink.
I'll do it.
Thank you, Sarah. That was lovely.
Ah, and that goes for me and all.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I better go up and see how Jack is, and then I'll make us some coffee.
You were spoiling us.
I
don't see enough of you to spoil you.
Jack's not still going on about my staying here, is he?
He only wants what's best for you now that Joe's gone.
I know you want what's best for me, but don't fret. I'll be all right. Amos, come through into the sitting room, will you?
Where have you been? Took it longer to drop off than I thought. Frightened of missing something, I suppose. Anyway, before I knew it, we were way out in the country. It's a beautiful evening.
Not for us, it wasn't. We'd been worried to death.
Why?
You have been a long time, Frank.
I got him to sleep, didn't I? Mission accomplished. No harm done. What's the problem?
We've been worried about both of you. You didn't even take the mobile.
I didn't think. Look, let me take him upstairs before he wakes and the whole exercise becomes pointless.
I'll take him, Frank.
You've got to back off him, Dad.
What?
What Chris means is you're being a bit, well, pushy regarding Joseph.
I'm his grandfather.
Exactly. Not his father. That's my role, and you're taking it over.
I hear the Dingles are expanding their business empire. Rat catching, no less.
And I, folk would rather have rats than rat catchers knocking about.
I reckon when the rats hear about it, they won't be able to leave the village fast enough.
In case they catch some dingle-carried disease.
Exactly.
You lied to me, and it's as simple as that.
I didn't exactly lie. I was perhaps a little economical with the truth.
You lied about who you were. And I can only think it's because you don't think I'm good enough for you.
I was worried I might frighten you off. Some people have the wrong impression of us, you know. As if we're snobs or something.
And aren't you?
No,
What about your parents?
definitely not. In fact, Mum's invited you to supper on Thursday.
Really?
Really? There's one drawback, though.
Go on, what's that?
He's invited as well. I hope he wears that waistcoat.
Terry, that caravan is still there against my express instructions.
Sorry, Al, we got a bit carried away trying to find our own accommodation. Trying to get out your hair, like.
Well, just make sure it's gone by tomorrow. Understand?
Definitely, Al.
Have a nice day.
This has been one of the finest days I've had in many a long year.
Good. Can I get you another coffee?
Oh, please.
Annie?
No, thank you, not for me.
They're worried about you going back the nose.
They do right to worry, but I'll be okay.
But I've told them if and when I can get over there, I'll visit you as often as I can.
There is something you could do.
Out I can do, I will. You know that, Annie.
You and I are both past the first flush of youth, but there is something you could do. I've been thinking about it for some time.
What's that, Annie?
Amos, I'd like you to consider marrying me.